Hey, this is Donkey with Art and Street Ministry, and we're doing another video. It's been a minute since we did one. We are coming up on another event here in about 10 days, and it's Fellowship by Faith. I want to talk about that for a minute. You know, we've been going to church for a while, and we hear pastors all the time on TV in churches. We hear people that go to church come in and talk to us, and they're like, for quite a few years, they're like, I just wish somebody would get out there. I wish somebody would do something. Well, I got news for you. We're doing something. But what it's going to take is for you to come out there and join up. That's why it's called Fellowship by Faith. See, God gave us this gift of a ministry. He didn't tell us it was going to be successful. He didn't say it wasn't going to be successful at all. He said, just go do it. And the thing about God is He's not going to stop us from continuing to do this as long as we're willing to do it. But what He might do is remove it from the area if people don't want to show up. I mean, if people quit coming to work, the company closes down. If people quit showing up at the movie theater, the movie shuts down. That's why stores and the malls are closing. That's why companies are closing. That's why you see so many layoffs. It's because people aren't spending money. Now, we're not asking you to spend money. We're asking you to spend time. We go out to these events, and what we're trying to do is introduce the people in the church to the people that don't go to church. The unbelievers with the believers. The not sures with the always sures. We want everybody to get together, and it's going to require you to come out and shake some hands. It's going to require you to sit down. It gives you a chance to speak. I know almost every church service, they tell you, this week talk to somebody about God. Well, we're giving you the perfect opportunity to talk to somebody about God. We offer music, and we give a little word, but the whole purpose is for everybody to get together and talk. I've had quite a few people tell me, well, Paul said in a church, you need to have your church like this. And I'm here to tell you that what we're doing isn't a church. The people are the church. Jesus said, go out and spread the gospel to all the nations. He didn't tell us that we need an apostle, a preacher, an evangelist, a teacher, a deacon. He didn't tell us that. He said, just go out and talk about me and what it is I do. And what we're trying to prevent right now is people not showing up to church. I'm looking around and I see a lot of empty church buildings. And I'm standing here for an example, not because this is a church, but if you look out here and you see all this trash, all these trees, overgrown grass, you never realize at one time this was a golf course. It was manicured. It was beautiful. People came out here and enjoyed themselves. People spent time, families got together, people got to know each other out here. They had lunch out here. They'd sit and have lemonade. I'm sure a few people had a few beers. But people actually had a good time out here. And because people quit coming, people quit showing up, this is what happens. And that's what's going to start happening to the world. If you'll not notice, the world's falling apart, just like this golf course. And the reason is because people quit caring. People quit coming out. Okay? And let me get back to the whole how you build a church. Well, first of all, you got to have a believer. And then what you got to have is an unbeliever. See, we have to have somebody to testify about Jesus. And, John the Baptist testified about Jesus before he came. And when Jesus came, he even told everybody, I don't care about a man testifying about me, but what John the Baptist said is the truth. And I'm here to tell you, the reason he said that is because he is the truth. He is the way. We have to start explaining people that don't know about Jesus and tell them who Jesus is, about what he's doing, why he died for us. We gotta not just tell them, but we gotta show them. But how can we show them if we're not willing to shake their hand? How can we show them if we're just gonna criticize? How can we show them if we don't show up ourselves? What, are we just going to have a bunch of people walk in off the street and open the doors? That's why all these churches here are filled with thousands of people. That's why all these churches can afford to do everything, because we have so many people showing up to church nowadays. Now, I'm not criticizing y'all. I'm not saying that y'all are doing something wrong. I'm just saying, where's the little extra? When the music stops on Sunday, what do? Do you plan for Wednesday service, or do you plan what you're going to do Monday for somebody that needs you? See, Jesus put you in a spot to help somebody, whether you realize it or not. And that might be just to open the door at a store, to smile when everything's going wrong. I say that because I've witnessed a lot of things go wrong the last few weeks. And we have a small group of friends in our ministry that we hang out, and it's funny because we all are going through some things. We turn to each other when we need each other. We cry on each other's shoulder if we need it. We express what's bothering us. We let it out. We don't hide it. And it's amazing what God's done for each and every one of us just in the last few weeks. All it takes is for one of us to show an act of kindness. Okay? And that leads to somebody else doing it. And I find ourselves in a small group, and it don't matter what we're going through. We're giggling. We're cheerful. Things getting on our nerves, and we laugh it off. We have dinner together. And then you know what we do 2 weeks later? We show up, and we worship Jesus. That's what we do. We're inviting everybody out. We're not the best singers. We're not the best preachers. We're by far not the strongest ministry. But we're here. We're doing it here, and we're doing it for Jesus, and we're hopefully also doing it for you. There's nothing more than I don't believe God wants us to do anything more than what we're capable of doing. The more he wants us to do, though, is trust in him and the things that we can't do. So you can get in your car, you can get on a bicycle, you can put on your shoes, and you can walk. You can walk to one of our events. There's no excuse why you can't come. But what we don't need you to do is not show up. Because we need each and every one of you. The only way we're going to turn 100 into 200 is if 100 people introduce Jesus to 100 people that don't know him. Okay? We need people that got courage. People that have guts. People that are obedient. People that don't care what everybody else thinks. Okay? We don't spend our time at the bar, but we don't criticize those who are at the bar. We try to talk to those people that go to the bar. We don't cast away anybody that's on drugs. We don't condemn them for being on drugs. If that's what they do that. But you know what we do show them? We show them love. We show them understanding. We don't tell them how bad they're doing, but we also don't pamper them. We stand by what we believe in. Okay? I mean, I'm going to give you an example. I'm not going to criticize you if you're on methamphetamines, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's good for you either. Okay? I'm not going to give you a $20 bill if I know you're strung out on dope. Okay? And just like I'm not going to give you a hug if all you're doing is looking for sympathy. Okay, I'm going to give you a hug. Pardon me, I got bugs crawling all over me. But what we're trying to do is prevent this from happening to your church, to your life, to the city. Because one day we believe that God's going to call us to speak to a bigger place. And what we're hoping is to build this ministry up so it's standing strong here while we're able to go out and minister somewhere else. We don't want to be little. We believe in a big God. And we believe he does big things. When I ask God for a penny, it makes no sense. He says, what are you going to do with that penny? Ask me for something real. So I said, God, I don't know how much to ask for. But whatever's going to help us succeed with your will being done, then that's what we want. And guess what? That's what he gives us. Do we get nervous at times when we have to talk to people? Yep. But I'll tell you what really gets us all nervous. And we had a discussion the other day, and I think all of us will agree. We all are nervous about rejection. Okay? We're scared people are going to tell us no. But we have to deal with that every 2 weeks when the 300 people that we know don't show up and give us an excuse of why they couldn't. I have a friend right now. He gives me an excuse every time. And then the following Monday, he's like, well, next time I'll be there. Well, don't lie to me, too. I mean, really. I want you to show up because you want to, because you need to. You don't have to. I got boats calling me, and I apologize, people. We're out here in a field, and I guess I didn't bring the deep woods off. Now, this probably isn't like most videos where we're sitting here trying to discuss the ins and outs of the Bible. What this is we're having an event coming up on Friday the 13th at 7 o'clock. Now, we've heard every excuse why people couldn't show up on a Saturday afternoon, but I don't know anything you're doing Friday at 7 o'clock. Okay? So, all the people I'm talking to, I'm saying show up. I'm calling you out right now. I'm saying show up. Don't show up and boo. Don't show up and criticize. I'm saying show up and get joyful for God. Put your hand in the air and worship the Lord when the music turns on. When somebody gets up there to give the word, I want you to hoop and holler. I mean, if it was some unknown pastor showing up doing a revival, we would all jump up and be Holy Ghost junkies. But because somebody's trying to step up and do something in his hometown, which the Bible says he won't be accepted, you all stand back and act like, oh, well, it ain't no big deal. But it is a big deal. Because I guarantee you know me better than you know the guy that you went and seen 2 weeks ago in Tulsa, but because he had some big TV show, you thought, oh my God, the Holy Spirit's flowing through you. Well, I got news for you. The Holy Spirit's flowing in this parking lot. It's flowing through those houses that are across the street right there. It's flowing through that video that you're watching. It's probably going through you right now, get you shaking a little bit. It might even be getting you stirred up. But you know, if you're getting angry, you know what that is? That's a demon getting mad because somebody's speaking the truth to you. You're making excuses. Now, you can either make moves or make excuses. Now, I suggest you start making moves because you ain't going to get nowhere with excuses. When's the last time you ever made it anywhere when you didn't go anywhere? So, yeah, I'm calling you out. No, I'm not insulting you. I'm not putting you down. I'm not saying you're less of a Christian. I'm just saying, you show me somewhere in the Bible where Jesus said, don't go and do it. Don't go and fellowship. I mean, isn't that what we do before church? We sit there and talk about everything but God before church. We get in groups after church, and we sit there and talk everything but God. I'm asking you to come to this event and talk everything about God. This is your chance to cut loose. This is your chance to pass out. This is your chance to get healed. This is your chance to be redeemed. This is your chance to look at Jesus and say, you know what, this time, I'm going to listen. This time, I'm going to give it to you. This time, I'm not going to do it my way. This time, we will be successful. Jesus is not going to hold anything against you for what you've done before, because he's going to let all that go. He is going as an advocate to his Father for you. Now this time, put in effort. This time, bring somebody. I'm not asking you to talk to somebody about this week about Jesus. I'm asking you to talk to everybody this week about Jesus. Why do you limit yourself with numbers? You want to see something great happen? Bring all your little hot rods. Bring all your motorcycles. Bring all your little fancy cars. Show them off. Let everybody know what God gave you, not what you worked hard for. Show everybody what God done for you, not what you done. Get out there with a smile on your face. Pray for somebody. You might get it in you, but you might need to feed somebody. And by the way, we're not bringing food this time. So if there's going to be food there, it's going to be because you guys brought it. We're gonna challenge people. Bring pizza. Bring hamburgers. Bring hot dogs. Bring popcorn. Get away. You pastors out there, get out the pulpit for a minute. Come out there and join the people. We're out here. We need you. We can't do this alone. All you pastors out there that said, I need a ministry behind me, come get behind me. What do you want me to say? You want me to beg you? I'm not going to beg you. I wasn't approved by man. I was approved by God. My wife wasn't approved by man. She was approved by God. The worship singers and leader, they weren't approved by man. They were approved by God. Now I want you to get out and prove to God how much you care. Let's get out. And let's come out on Friday the 13th. And let's boot the devil back out of our city. Let's not meet up at our house and silently pray. Let's not be like the Pharisees of old and get out there and just ramble on and on and on and on about nothing to look good. Let's get out there and do something. Let's get out there and make a difference. Let's get out there and show God that we're willing to get behind him and let him lead us anywhere we need to go. And let's prove to all those people that don't believe that what we believe in is real. Let's prove that what we talk about on Sunday, we mean when we walk Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Let's make a difference. We can't do this alone. Like I said, I know God's got my back. But my biggest fear is that God says those people won't listen to you. So dust your feet off and move on to the next city. That's my biggest fear. Now I just want you to think about it. My biggest fear is that I'm going to be forced to leave you. Ah, that is so different than 10 years ago. My biggest fear was I was going to get shot. OD, be found dead on the side of the road. That was my biggest fear. Who was going to hurt me? Always looking over my shoulder. But I give all the glory to God. I thank my wife for standing there beside me. Our worship leader, Ian, he's always got his door open listening to me talk. If I need a shoulder, he's right there. And Adam, our guitar player, a.k.a. George Harrison, he's always there to make me smile. I want to thank all of y'all. There's a lot of people out there that support us. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I know a lot of you want to be there. I'm not a general in this army. But I'll tell you what I will do. I'll stand up and fight beside every one of you. I'll go to war with any one of you and get you back. I'll get you front. I'll stand right by your side. I don't care who you are. And I'm here to tell you, I don't care what you've been through. I don't care where you think you may be headed. The devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. You know where you're headed? To a righteous place. You know where you're coming from? You're coming from a situation that made you stronger, not weaker. Let God prove to everybody they was wrong. Don't you worry about that. Put your hands in the air. Right now, put your hands in the air, people. Hold them way high and say this simple word. Jesus.
Jesus.
Forgive me. Teach me to be a follower of you. For you that don't know if you believe in him, tell him to make himself known. Say, Jesus, make yourself known in my life. I don't mean no disrespect, just make yourself known. And for those who do believe, say, recreate that zeal I once had when I first went to church. I want that passion. I want that excitement. It's Jubilee time, people. Christ is resurrected. He holds the key. He went down and took the keys, and then he handed them off to us. Yeah. Any door you want to open, call upon his name. He said, with this, anything you bind, I will bind. Anything you let loose, I'll let loose. What he's saying is, if you need help, call upon me. I got your back. Our terminology, what he's doing, is what's not humanly possible. And that is to never let you go. He don't forget about you not 1 second. This Saturday, which is not the weekend of the event, we're going to try to get out to Center Park and we're just going to plug in some music and play it. And it's going to be from 7 o'clock to about 9 o'clock. And it's not preaching, it's just we're going to play music and let people that want to come and worship. But the next week is Friday the 13th. People say, oh, why Friday the 13th? I say, why not? They say, because it's Friday the 13th. I say, what's that got to do with anything? You superstitious a little bit? Come on, people. I got friends. I got friends out there. We all got friends out there. Let's invite somebody. You know, it's a great time So like I said, if you go to church, step away from it and come to the event and go to church Sunday and enjoy yourself. If you're a pastor, come outside the pulpit and meet somebody and shake a hand. You got the knowledge. You can explain it to people. I guess that's about all I got to say. I know it isn't fancy. I know it wasn't, the whole rhyme and reason. I probably even started this video. I guess I don't understand why we don't want to get out and meet people and introduce them to our new car or our new God like it was a new car. Because I know when we get a new car or a new motorcycle, we got to show the world. But we got this God here, we keep him in a little bitty box. We don't let him out. We keep him in a room. We don't open the door. I'm just asking for you to get the word out. We got some flyers we're going to put out. Let's make it a big event. I mean, why wait on the big televangelist to come out and have a big, revival or whatever they want to call it? I say, let's do it every week. Let's do it here. Let Bartlesville be known as the town that it happened. You hear about all these cities back in the day in the 1980s and the 1990s and this. They had a huge revival and people fell out. Hey, you know why they did? Because they showed up. If many of those people would come to this event as they did those, you're going to be hearing about this on YouTube, on Channel 6 News, on CNN. Why not? I would love to have the police presence there directing traffic because it was too many people. We can't handle it. The fire code won't let us. Come on, isn't that what every pastor is dreaming of right now? Don't let ego and pride get in your way. This is about Jesus. Now, that's probably all I have to say about this. I will finish it off with our little slogan. It's not my way, it's not your way, but it's Yahweh. Now, I'm Donkey. This is Ardent Street Ministry, and we're out. You have a blessed evening.